Hey YouTube, and welcome back to Under Fire Reviews. I'm your host, Zachary Pickett, actually here with my first request from YouTube user Kyle Taylor. And this one is for Tori Kelly's Handmade Songs EP. For those of you who don't remember, I was unclear of who the unidentified woman on Passions for More Than a Feeling album was, and Mr. Taylor clarified it for me and suggested that I review this EP. And I want to say first off, thank you oh so much, Mr. Taylor, because this was one hell of an experience. Honestly, this is my first real time listening to Miss Kelly because previously I was not aware of her. But if I have to describe my experience with the EP, I would have to say simply it's refreshing. I mean, listen to that. You don't hear a voice like that very often. It's very soothing and natural and almost sensual to a point. And it's a clear display of the wonderful amount of control and talent Miss Kelly has over her voice. She's got the range, power, and passion that you don't really get anymore, which is kind of sad in retrospective, but that's not the point. And if you're going to talk about Miss Kelly's voice, you also have to mention the music, which is primarily composed of guitar, drum, and piano arrangements. But the amazing thing is, these instruments never seem to overpower one another, and they blend together in this beautiful harmony that not only supports, but enhances Miss Kelly's voice, which is just simply amazing to me. There's also this amazing sense of pace in the album, keeping it slow when it needs to, but also ramping it up with the right amount of energy when it comes to it. Although I do think it's a little odd to end the album on a high note when the rest of it has been slow, because normally it's reversed like that, but that may be either a creative decision or just something she had wanted to do. Either way, it's not a big deal, it's just something I noticed. Also, I think this is one of those rare EPs that you can listen to front to back without skipping a track, because it's so relatable and you can tell that she's passionate about the content and the music and what she's doing, that it reflects in the songs themselves. And I think that's something that will rub off on those who listen to the EP, because when an artist is excited about what they're doing and love what they're doing, it shows and you can really appreciate that. And that's something I think that appears here on this EP. But if I have to get to my one really minute personal gripe, is that the album does not do a lot in terms of diversity and content, because most of the songs on the album are about heartbreak and relationships and what happens in between. And honestly, while I do love songs like that, I would like to see a little bit more diversity every now and then. This is just a personal gripe, it's nothing big, and it does not kill the EP at all. But if you want a final verdict from me, I would say go out and buy this EP. It is an absolutely wonderful experience. You probably won't get anything like it. And honestly, it's probably going to be the best $5 you spend on anything this year. And honestly, I can attest to that because I just spent $7 on Usher's Looking For Myself and almost kicked myself in the face for buying it. But as far as ratings go, I give this album a perfect 5 out of 5. You're not going to hear anything like it. It's going to be really hard to find something like this, and I'm really glad and really appreciative of Mr. Taylor for introducing Miss Kelly to me. But as a note to Miss Kelly, you have earned yourself a fan. You do beautiful work, and I'm sitting here eagerly anticipating a full album release. But those are my thoughts on the album. Once again, just go out and buy it, go out and experience it, and just fall in love with it. But I think this album will be a start of something I'm going to do now, and it'll be a string of independent albums, because while it is important to share your thoughts on things that are already in the spotlight, I think it's even more important to share your thoughts on those working hard in the underground, because honestly, I feel like they're the people who are the backbone of the music industry. So if you all have any suggestions of people you would like me to check out, I have a few ideas in mind for myself, but I would love to hear what you guys think. Just leave them in the comments below, message me, or just let me know some way and somehow. And on a side note, Miss Kelly also has a single out called Fill a Heart that is currently available for purchase on iTunes. I encourage you all to check that out because it is simply amazing. So down below in the description box, I will leave some links to Amazon where you can purchase the album, a link to Miss Kelly's channel, and a link to the new single. But if you like what you heard, hit that like or that subscribe button. And as always, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the review, and I will see you next time.